This is Mama Boat, your counselor and songstress. I'm using this medium today to answer a few questions that were posted to me. I plead we all get glued to our seats and be part of whatever is going to be discussed. Stay blessed and enjoy. Divorce is out. You don't have to divorce a person because you've been abused. You can prevent the abuse. And moreover, the extent of the abuse can tell. Yes, let me put it that way. The extent of the abuse can tell. Prayer answers and solve so many problems. And some problems you see them physically, but their solutions need to be treated spiritually. And as you pray, you end up solving that problem. Because the Bible says that the fervent prayer of the righteous avails much, and prayer is the most important thing to do when you encounter abuse. There are other preventive measures that can be taken. So, well, it depends on the kind of abuse. There are lots of there are types. No, there are psychological and physical types of abuse. We have the child, we have the mate abuse, we also have the sexual abuse, and many more. So I don't know which kind of abuse you're talking of, but whatever it is, I will tell you, prayer is the key. Prayer is the key. Divorce should be out. I'm sure there are other preventive measures that can be taken, but not divorce. Thank you so much. But you know, marriage is not all about sex. Let me put it that way. Marriage is not all about sex. Marriage is not all about sex. There are so many things that makes marriage enjoying, and sex is a factor, but that is not the only thing that is needed to make marriage enjoying. And all other measures that need to be taken to make a marriage a successful one must be taken. But our focus should not be only on sex, although sex is important. That is not the ultimate. Well, thank you. Money plays a vital role when it comes to relationships and marriages. Because when you have money, as we often say, money is a defense. And when you have money, there are so many things you can do with the money, but that should not be our priority. If money is not there, that doesn't mean our relationship or our marriages should collapse. Though the marriage without money could cause a lot of problems, we still can enjoy our marriage without the money. And as I've been saying, love overshadows everything. Love overshadows whatever money. Because I know of a story where um, rich couple had neighbors that were also poor, but the rich couple fought all the time, always fighting, fighting, fighting. They are rich, they had everything at their beck and call. And then this poor couple always laughing, playing, making fun here and there. Their home was full of fun and enjoyment. So one day, this rich family had to visit the poor home and then ask, how do you make it? We have everything, we have money, we have everything. And you seem to be poor, living in this nasty hut, but you're always happy. And then they have to tell them, marriage is not about money. Love is also not about money. Once you understand each other, life will still go on. So money cannot be the priority. Though money can come in and be a blessing, but that shouldn't be our priority. Um, well, you can get married again when the right steps have been taken. How was the divorce done? What caused the divorce? That is what you should ask yourself. What caused the divorce? Are you the one who caused the divorce? And why did you cause that divorce? Is it because your husband was abusive? Is it because he was poor? Or is it because the woman was not your type? Whatever reason that caused the divorce, what if you marry again and you should see such a thing happening again in that new marriage? So actually we advise that divorce should not be encouraged. But then if that has happened, maybe due to ignorance, and you feel you want to get married, you can. But make sure that that divorce was done properly, taking the rights and the necessary steps that need to be taken for the divorce. Everything done well. And you only should have it at the back of your mind that it's only adultery that can cause the two to separate. Anything, any other reason apart from adultery, I don't think you can marry. It's not advisable. It's not advisable because definitely you give an account of your actions. Well, thank you, but social media should not take the place of our husbands and then our wives at home. You know, we get so addicted to social media. You see a wife wake up in the morning and the first thing is to pick the phone and then be browsing. Um, Within a few minutes on Facebook and other things. If you're a wife and you're addicted to social media, your food will not even taste well because you'll be cooking. I did this reminds me of a statement someone made on Facebook, and it was like, um, a lot of women are wasting data, how do you call, learning how to cook on social media, and women are spending much money. And what if you are cooking and you end up how do you call it, having no data? What would you do? It means that that food would not be cooked. It means it wouldn't go well. Well, so social media should not take our place in marriage. Our husband should be, God should be the first, followed by our partners. We should give them the much attention that they need. And also we try to balance. Let's try and balance. Let's try and balance. We need social media for other things that we know will help us, our businesses and our ministries and so on, to reach out to many. But that shouldn't take the place of our marriages. Let's make sure that we're balancing everything, making sure our marriages are going well, and we have enough time to communicate with our partners. But sometimes your partner will be talking to you and you'll be having your phone, manipulating the phone. Indirectly you are ignoring him, and if that should continue uh, over and over and over, you know what could cause. It could cause a whole lot of things. So let us not start setting fires in our homes, giving social media handles much attention. Let's balance things and let's help things work at home, and especially in our marriages.
Okay. So, abstaining from sexual intercourse because your husband has traveled is a punishment and not faithfulness. Do you agree or not, and why?
Well, in the first place, my question is, did you did, did you grant your husband that permission to travel? If you granted your husband that permission to travel, then I don't think it's a punishment because it was agreed by both. And once you both agreed to he traveling, then that's not a punishment. That's not a punishment at all. And moreover, it's also not advisable if you are married to be traveling and be leaving your partner behind. It's full of temptations. If they are not strong to wait, anything can happen. And you can't also say your husband has traveled, so you are free to fornicate. Remember, fornication is against the the will of God, and you account for whatever you did with your body. So don't ever use that as an excuse. If you know you can't stand it, if you know you can't wait for your partner for this number of years, then I think both of you should go together. You should travel together. You should plan and then travel together. If not two, then if one is away all the time, communication, thank God for social media. Somebody said they've seen lots of couples kissing on social media, and how is that done? They do that through electronic means. That's interesting, and I think that wouldn't be like the real thing. So if we can work it out for both to travel together, I think that would be a very good thing. So it's not advisable though. I had an experience. It wasn't that easy. 5 years waiting for my husband. It wasn't that easy. But hey, I didn't fornicate. To me, I would define slave queen as a disguised fornication. Disguised way, because look, we say slave queens are ladies that dress to entice rich men, to arouse rich men. And it's only prostitutes that do that, because they want to display their beauty, some parts of them that they think is beautiful that no one has. And I tell you, you have not visited other places, that's why you think you are the only one who is beautiful. There are beautiful ones there who have covered themselves and they are not exposing themselves. You know your aim, and your aim is to destroy someone's marriage. Your aim is to drain someone's resources. So they dress to, I will define that as women or young women using their bodies to entice rich men. They are not enticing poor men. If you like, you let a poor man come their way, they will pile insults on them. Their target is rich men. And if their target is rich men, then indirectly they are poor. And it's only the poor people that go into that slave thing. And if you are not poor and you are rich and you are into that slave thing, then it means that, excuse me to say, and then you are possessed. You need a pastor to help you out. Because look, why must you dress to entice someone? Anything that you do that does not please God is wrong. So I would not encourage my daughter or encourage any person I know, any young lady I know, to go into that. Is it because of fame? When you obtain fame and you die, will you be hanged in the air? You go into the same coffin that the rich and the poor sleeps in. Yours will not be that unique. You all go down there. And you wouldn't go with your cars and your houses. So then what we fight for? Whatever you do that does not please God is wrong. So if exposing your body to entice rich men, it's not right in the sight of God, then I want to tell those slave queens that they are on the wrong path. And this is the lifestyle of pagans, not Christians. So my children will not be encouraged to go into such practices. It's so shameful. My final word to all is that, in life, as the Bible says, God knew us when we were clots in our mother's womb. And each and every one has a role to play on this earth. We have a task. Now, as I keep saying, that this world is into two categories. There's a sinful world and then the world of righteousness. So choose which one you want to belong to. Some of you, we can't tell whether you are here or there. And remember, Bible says when you are here or there, God will vomit you out. He will spit you out. So if you don't want that to happen, if you are hot, be hot. If you are cold, be cold. Let the pagans do what they want to do. Let the righteous also do what they want to do. And remember, we will all give account to our actions on earth. And also have it at the back of our mind that God will never fail his children. They that put their trust and hope in him will surely, it will surely go well with them, and they will prosper in all their ways. As the Bible says, we are like trees planted by the streams of water, and our leaves will not wither. So we'll prosper in all our ways when we meditate on his word. Stay blessed.